Hi everyone, it's Sophia from mygreatchallenge.blogspot.com and I just lost my job. Hey, how about that for an intro? Alright, so here's the big life-changing event. On December 3rd, 2014, I lost my job. I've been working for the same company for 5.5 years. I'm not going to get into the specifics of what happened, who, how, and whatever. Bottom line is that I'm unemployed right now. Thank goodness my husband has a full-time job. Thank goodness he does some freelance on the side. And thank goodness I have YouTube to back me up as well. I'm going to be collecting unemployment for 6 months. But I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about life changes, in particular traumatic changes like this. I have never been without a job. Never. I've always worked since I was 16. When I came to America, I was a waitress for about 10 years when I was in college. I never stopped working except when I was on maternity leave. But I always left a job to go into another one. And I would usually, like my last day would be Friday, I'd start a new job on Monday. So it wasn't like I was taking breaks in between or anything like this. So it was a little bit traumatic for me in that it's a big change in routine. Obviously, it's a huge change in income. I was contributing to Social Security since, I don't know, 1992 or something like this. So first time I collect unemployment, it's actually not bad of a deal. It's still a huge chunk of money that we're losing. So I was thinking to myself, well, what am I going to do now? Obviously, I have to get another job. Okay, I have 6 months to do so. Well, let's go over the budget. Let's see where we can make cuts, which I've made. By the way, if you call your credit card company and you are in good standing with your payments on a monthly basis, but your interest rate is high, you can call them, and based on your situation, in my case, loss of a job and being unemployed, they will actually reduce your interest rate. So I called my bank and they did that for me. They knocked it down by 10%. So that's some, good news. And then I knocked out a couple of bills and things here and there that we were paying, like recurring stuff that we don't really need, things like that. So managed to go over the budget. Well, you know what? I've got those 6 months. What am I going to do? And am I going to just like mope around and feel sorry for myself and just kind of like be a poo about it? Or do I want to make this another one of my great challenges and rise to the occasion and take advantage of that time? So you look at the situation, and I understand that some of you lose your employment, you're pretty much done because you have only one income and debt and all of that. I get it, and I really, really sympathize with you. I really do, because it is a shock when you're being told that's it, you don't have a job anymore, and what are you going to do now? Because we lose the health insurance, you lose a whole bunch of stuff with it, not to mention the identity of you being working. So now I have to switch into stay-at-home mom, and though that's something that I've always wanted to do, it's a big adjustment. I have to adjust to that. So I sat down for a while and I was thinking, well, what is it that am I going to do with myself? And I thought about it. Well, let's do some reverse psychology here. What if this was a blessing in disguise? Because maybe it is. Now, all those things I've been dying to do for the longest time, but never had the time to do, I'm going to be able to do them because I have the time. So I'm going to put a little list right here of all of the things I'm anticipating doing and accomplishing while I'm unemployed. So let's start with school. That's right, because it's been 2 years now that I'm trying desperately to get my license and I don't have the time. I just don't have the time. So now I have 6 months to finish my license, get another job as a licensed individual. Obviously, I'm going to have better chances of finding a better job and probably move on to an environment that's going to be less toxic. Yeah, because the environment I was working in was really, really toxic. So in that sense, not a loss. Trust me, not a loss at all. All right. So that's one thing. I couldn't go back to school. Number two, I have a YouTube channel that is actually gaining a lot of momentum. And I thank you guys for that, because without you, I would not be where I'm at. So I spent some time reading some books, because, it's been a week and a half now, almost. Now, yeah, about a week and a half. No, it's just been a week. What did I do? I immediately jumped into a whole bunch of YouTube stuff and watched tutorials and read some books. So I'm planning on improving my channel. Obviously, there's going to be way more videos for you guys. But if you watch my channel on an ongoing basis, you probably notice some changes already. End cards and front cards, and then there's a logo now on the channel, things like this. So I'm learning to be better, produce more videos, produce better quality videos. My husband is telling me I'm going to get a lighting kit for Christmas. Yes! I can't wait for that, because really, like, the light sucks right now, and you can tell. So, but anyway, so increase my YouTube output and obviously, income, because for those of you who are, YouTube watchers, these videos, and, I get some kind of commission for that. So we get paid doing YouTube videos. That's how we make a little bit of, what they call beer money on the side, right? So there's that. Then there's all the other stuff that I want to do in the house. So how about I can finally do and find the time to do the big makeover of my office, because there's a lot of things to do in that office. I got to remove the carpet. I got to remove the shelves. I got to create a counter. I got to bring in stock cabinet, a whole bunch of stuff. That's a week and a half worth of work right there. But let's talk about emotional health. Do you realize that for the past, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so, I have not been home for breakfast with my kids, except on the weekend, because I always kept my job in a way where my schedule was that I worked very early, so I could leave work in the afternoon or early, kind of like before rush hour, to go and get my kids out of school. Well, now I have time to actually help my husband in the morning, and let me tell you what a difference it's made so far. It's a breeze to go through breakfast now. The kids are calmer. They have time after they eat to just do whatever they want to do before I actually take them to school, and then I go pick them up at school, so there's no aftercare, none of that. So emotionally, I think that this is actually going to improve the quality of our life at home. I really wish I wouldn't have to go back to work, but the reality is that we're not going to be able to make it past that 6 months unemployment, unless of course some YouTube miracle happens. At that point, I can totally replace my income, but I don't think that's going to happen. So anyway, quality of family life is definitely going to improve. Then I have a lot of other things that I need to do. I have other businesses ideas that I always wanted to work on, that I started to work on but never got to finish. So there's some digital scrapbooking stuff I'm going to introduce you to within the next couple of weeks, or maybe a month or two, because I got to put it together, right? And then there's, time to read, that to be read pile of books that I have. That's now about 27 books that I've been purchasing throughout the years and never got a chance to read. So now I can finally have that me time. So does it mean that I'm completely, out of my mind and should be crushed by this whole event? No, that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make here is that you can take a bad situation like losing your job. Granted, again, that, I have a husband who works. I get it that this is not the case for everybody. But if you are in a similar situation than me, and with unemployment and the little things that you do on the side, you can actually manage. I'm not saying we're going to be, rolling on dough or anything, because we really have to tighten the belt. I mean, the budget went down by like a serious chunk of money. All right. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that when you get a traumatic experience or a traumatic event happening in your life right now, you can look at it both ways. You can look at it as something that is unbelievably negative and unbelievably traumatizing, and that is going to be a challenge. Or you can look at it the other way and say, okay, so this is what's going on, this is where I'm at right now, what can I do about this situation? And what I plan on doing is just being more productive, doing all the things that I've wanted to do, have 6 months basically to put my life back in order and start over. That's really a blessing if you think about it that way. I did not have those opportunities before, I do now. So am I sad I lost my job? Yeah, sure, I'm sad, because I needed the job to have the lifestyle that we had, but I can cut that. I can definitely cut that. Am I glad that I'm getting this time to resort my life? Absolutely. So like I said, you got to look at things like this once in a while as blessings in disguise, because for me, that's really what it is. So I hope I'm encouraging you. I know I'm sharing a lot of, information and bombarding you with all the stuff that I want to do because, you know, I'm getting manic right now. But the bottom line is that even though this is what's happening in my life right now, I want you to know that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to make it work like I make everything work. This is not going to bring me down at all. This is not going to bring me down. If anything, it's going to make me grow, and everybody is going to benefit from it, starting with the kids. So this was my little update. Expect a lot of changes on this channel. If you have any requests for any videos, because eventually, you know, I'm going to run out of ideas for videos. If you want me to do specific things, comment down below. Give me a request. Tell me what it is that you like most. I know that the cooking videos I just posted are very popular right now. I promise I'm going to do more cooking, but I know you like the cleaning, you like the organization. Oh, here's another thing that's changed. How about my house is clean? My house has been clean for over a week now because every day I do something. Every day I actually clean. It's never been so organized and clean. All I have to do is maintaining. It's perfect. So anyways, that's what's going on. So comment down below. Let me know what kind of video you want to see. Let me know what you want to see in my channel. Let me know if you like the reviews, if you want to see more get ready with me, more cooking, more organizing, more cleaning, more of everything. Specific requests, I will grant them. All right. Hey, the Christmas card exchange is still on. I'm still going to do giveaways. They might be smaller and they might be every other month, but I'm still going to do giveaway. Send me a Christmas card. I'll send you one back. I already got a few from you guys and they are beautiful. I'm probably going to do a P.O. box mail love type video for you so you can get to see some of the cards that I received. And yeah, so that's it. I'm out of job. You're going to get to see more of me, and I'm going to get my license. I'll talk to you later. Bye.